The 8th movie in the Madea Cinematic Universe is a Madea Christmas. And folks, we are breaking new ground.
It broke new ground!
Let's just say I hope you're dreaming of a white Christmas. Thus far, Tyler Perry has used these movies to evaluate a wide variety of societal issues faced by the Black community. From obesity to fatherlessness to fatherless behavior.
Retard!
But surprisingly, none of these movies have focused on racism. Occasionally, a black guy would say some racist shit about Mexicans, but the easy storyline of a racist white guy causing problems for Madea and the gang hasn't been utilized. Until now. But if there's anything Tyler Perry loves doing, it's pointing out the problems he has with the African American community. So when he finally writes a Madea movie tackling the subject of racism, he doesn't just make black people the victims. Despite what your liberal arts college might teach you, racism is a two-way street, and anybody can be racist against any race. Tyler Perry recognizes this, and he wrote the main storyline of his Madea Christmas movie to be about a black woman who refuses to let her daughter date a white boy. A classic case of reverse racism, or as people with an IQ above 80 call it, racism. Thankfully, the Messiah of black people is here to teach her friend the error of her racist ways. Also, Larry the Cable Guy and Peggy Hill show up.
And now, without further dismiss hijinks, let's take a look at some Christmas hijinks!
When I said we were breaking new ground, I meant it in more ways than one. This film blesses us with what is almost certainly the earliest Madea appearance yet, with the film's opening scene taking place in a department store changing room where Madea is putting on a Santa dress. Despite earning $4,000 to hide a Jewish family in her attic, Madea's money issues from the previous movie haven't been resolved, so she's working a seasonal gig as a department store employee. This leads to a great bounty of poor customer service hijinks that will make you appreciate the slow death of retail outlets. We've got Madea calling women fat. We've got Madea calling women ugly. We've got Madea ignoring customers so she can order lottery tickets over the phone. Did any of these people do anything to deserve this malice? No. This is the unfortunate reemergence of uncharacteristic jerk-ass Madea who pops up from time to time as if possessed by a trickster spirit who seeks vengeance against the whole of humanity.
I'm looking for women's lingerie.
Honey?
Uh-huh.
Who the lingerie for?
Well, for me, of course.
I don't know about you wearing the lingeries. You know, those days are over, honey. Somebody should have told you it's past.
You're so rude.
Oh, no, you're the one that's rude anytime you bring lingerie to a man.
Some might say she's just keeping it 100, but others may argue she went too far in a few places. One such arguer is Madea's manager, who recognizes the unruly behavior and terminates Madea's employment, which is music to Madea's ears. She's ready to get her paycheck and bounce.
We're going to have to ask you to leave.
Oh, good. It's about damn time. I get out of here. Okay, give me my check. You want me to leave quietly? I will show you how to leave damn quietly. Y'all finna give me my damn money. What the hell y'all looking at? The hell all y'all looking at? It's Christmas and I'm taking what the hell I want up in here. Get the hell out the way.
Unfortunately, with the exception of an upcoming scene where she crucifies a child, this is the main extent of the Madea hijinks in the film. While Madea is a main character of this movie from beginning to end, the primary focus of the story is on the interracial relationship drama of our new characters. Long story short, Madea's friend Eileen wants to surprise her daughter by showing up to her recently purchased farmhouse to celebrate Christmas. Little does she know, her daughter Lacey secretly got married. And you're not gonna believe it, but this secret husband is a motherfucking honky-ass cracker. A redneck mayo monkey whip-cracking slave-owning peckerwood colonizing cum-skin gringo vanilla marshmallow ranch raccoon with a melanin level that is frankly distasteful. And Eileen is old school. She knows who owned the slave ships, and she expects her daughter to keep relationships below deck. So when Madea and Eileen randomly show up to the farm moments after Lacey's daily dose of white chocolate, the couple lies, claiming the white man to be nothing more than hired help for the farm. Let's back up for a second. I forgot to mention the singular moment of hijinks that takes place during Madea and Eileen's road trip through Alabama. They stop so Madea can find a bathroom, but she accidentally walks into a KKK rally. And folks, this was the moment I've been waiting 8 movies for. Madea versus the KKK. Tyler Perry cucked us out of Madea versus the Mafia last time, but here we are. The heart of Alabama, dozens of Ku Klux Klan members, and one feisty Madea. We just spent the first 20 minutes of the movie watching Madea treat innocent people with cruelty and violence. So she's clearly got some frustration boiling below the surface that is desperate for a worthy target. And if she's willing to treat innocent people like that, I'm on the edge of my seat to see how she treats the KKK. All of the chainsaws, gun violence, destruction of property, and car chaos of the previous films were leading up to this moment. And it's finally time for Madea to let loose on a group of racist bastards who actually deserve the wrath of Medea's inner trickster spirit. And she opens the door, and she sees all those pointy white hats, and our brave hero... Yeah, fuck this. I'm deducting 2 hijinks points from the final score. I don't care. Madea will beat the shit out of black children all day, but when it comes to attacking a Klan member, she's suddenly a pacifist. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Jimmy, they would lynch her. She would die. Kramer style, up in a tree. No, this is a comedy movie. Tyler Perry could write literally anything into the script. Anything. And this is what he chose. As a honky myself, even I would have felt extremely satisfied watching Madea smack the shit out of some Klan members. But instead, he chose to make Madea a coward. Anyway, Lacey is a teacher, and when she gets called into a meeting, she leaves Madea behind to babysit her class. Despite an initial anxiety spike when the students become raucous, Madea manages to impart an important life lesson on the children. After seeing a filthy student get slightly bullied by a prissy bitch, Madea explains the harm of bullying and tells the story of how she was a victim of bullying in kindergarten because she was 6 feet tall and had big tits.
They used to do that to me when I was in kindergarten. Because I was 6 feet tall, they all want to talk about me. Had full figure and full curves and all that stuff. They wanted to make fun of me. You got to be nice to people, pass it on niceness. Get the hell out the way.
But evidently this life lesson wasn't sticking yet, because the prissy bitch girl steals Medea's purse to piss her off, which naturally leads to the aforementioned child crucifixion. Some might wonder why this instrument of torturous death was in a public school classroom in the first place, but folks just do things different down in Alabama. The interracial relationship drama intensifies at home when the white guy's parents show up for Christmas. And yes, the parents are played by Larry the Cable Guy and Peggy Hill from King of the Hill. And yes, the arrival of these two characters does save what has been an otherwise underwhelming movie. Basically, these two used to live on the farm, but their racist black mom doesn't know that. So when Eileen cuts down a tree in the yard to use as a Christmas tree, she has no idea that it was actually a memorial tree for Peggy Hill's dead father.
Where did you get this tree?
Please don't tell me that's your granddaddy's tree.
Oh, dear.
My mama planted that tree in memory of my granddaddy.
Oh.
And even though it truly was a mistake on Eileen's part, Madea gets so angry at her friend that she threatens to kill her in her sleep.
You done lost your damn mind. That poor woman is up there probably crying because you done cut down her daddy tree. What the hell wrong with you cutting down her daddy tree? You know what's gonna happen to you? I'm gonna make this plain to you. You gonna go to bed and you gonna slip into a coma. Everybody gonna wonder what the hell happened to you. I did it.
Perhaps there is some karma in the Madea world, because as punishment for a movie's worth of bad behavior, Madea falls into a pile of shit.
Wow! Oh, yeah, this ain't mud.
You alright?
I done fell in bush.
And yeah, that's about it for the hijinks department. We've got jerk-ass Madea being rude to people who don't deserve it, merciful to those who do, and as always, committing violence against children. So for those reasons and more, in terms of Madea hijinks, I'm giving this one 4 out of 10, minus 2 points for fecklessness. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. In the previous installment, we were blessed with a full Joe character arc, and it was beautiful. Unfortunately, Joe makes no appearance in this film. All that delicious chemistry between Tyler Perry's characters is sorely missing here. Madea does showcase a wide range of emotions, from nastiness to fear to murderous rage, and that's all well and good, but most of it felt out of character or generally painful to watch. So in terms of Madea performance, I'm giving this one a generous 4 out of 10. Where Eugene Levy failed to shine as the deuteragonist of Medea's witness protection, Larry the Cable Guy soars as the comedic savior of this lackluster film. And we are once again being enlightened with Tyler Perry's views on race relations. In the previous movie, Madea was being a real stickler for preferred nomenclature, so I was expecting more language policing in this film. But to my delighted surprise, Tyler Perry uses Larry the Cable Guy's character to highlight the fact that sometimes racism is funny. Remember when I praised Tyler Perry for having great chemistry with himself? Well, forget about it. Larry the Cable Guy effortlessly has amazing chemistry with every single person he talks to. His character is overflowing with charisma, and he's constantly cracking all kinds of crass jokes about sex and race.
This ain't fat. This is all foreskin. All I'm saying, son, if she don't eat meat, that might be a bad thing when it comes to certain parts of the anatomy. I always taught him to look at a woman's heart, because that's where the rack hangs. I'm just kidding. Hey, she got a nice rack. Hey, your mama used to have a nice rack. Now it bends over, just looks like she got a 7-10 split.
She thinks I'm the farm help.
Ha! Well, there's a switcheroo.
I see y'all bought a bag.
No, that's just my wife. Looks like we're gonna be spending Christmas dinner together this year, but don't you worry. We could care less you're black.
Please forgive my husband. He is a wannabe comedian.
You are no Jeff Foxworthy.
Well, I try to be, but who can? Who can? Hey, let me ask you this. Do you know Oprah?
No, all black folk don't necessarily know each other.
Gonna fool me.
And the great thing is, instead of getting angry about his racist jokes, Madea starts cracking racist jokes back.
That's all right. I don't care that y'all are white America, Anglo-Saxons, saxophonists. I don't care that. That don't matter at all that y'all Anglo-Saxons. No, but did you hear the one about the stray bullet that killed the redneck for telling the story about the 2 rabbis and the black dude? It's hilarious.
She likes to hang.
No, ain't gonna be no hanging around here.
Oh,
now.
no.
You calm the hell down. You so politically correct. They're having fun. I'm having fun too. I wasn't offended. Hell, I got a pistol.
This is one of the most beautiful, realistic scenes ever put to film. The true essence of friendship and brotherhood is the ability to mock each other for surface-level nonsense without taking offense. Because jokes are funny, and they're supposed to bring people together. But in the decades since this movie released, the mainstream media wants us to believe that jokes like this are actually divisive and evil. It's just not true. Friends being comically racist to each other is one of the purest forms of companionship. And I'm pleasantly surprised to see that Tyler Perry understands this. Anyway, in terms of overall movie quality, this is a 3 out of 10 movie that was elevated to a 5 when Larry the Cable Guy showed up, which gives it a final score of 11 out of 30, landing it in 6th place on our list. Now you might be expecting the next review to be for the 9th MCU film, Boo! A Madea Halloween. But what if I told you there was a secret Madea movie? A straight-to-DVD animated cartoon Madea movie for children called Madea's Tough Love. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, consider supporting me on Patreon, and have a very Merry Christmas.